The most painful part of a bad habit is not always what it takes from your life. Sometimes, it's the version of you that never fully gets a chance to appear. The confidence you never built, the business you never started, the body you never transformed, the peace you never felt, the future you kept postponing. And that kind of loss is hard to measure because it doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it just feels like you are not becoming who you know you could be. In part 1, we talked about how small choices quietly shape your future. In part 2, we talked about career, confidence, energy, and momentum. But now, we go deeper. Because the biggest difference is not always external. Sometimes, it's identity. Every repeated choice teaches you something about who you are. Every time you choose discipline, you become a little stronger. Every time you choose clarity, you become a little more focused. Every time you choose what helps you grow, you become someone you can trust. But every time you choose what weakens you, you teach yourself a different lesson. You teach yourself, I'll do the hard thing later. I'll become serious later. I'll change when life feels easier. But later is where many people lose years. And that is the real danger. Not one bad night. Not one mistake. Not one weekend. The real danger is becoming comfortable with a version of yourself that is smaller than the one you were meant to become. This is why so many people feel disconnected from themselves. Not because they are broken. Not because they have no potential. Not because they are too late. But because too many small choices pulled them away from their strongest self. And over time, that creates a strange feeling. You look at your life and think, why do I feel behind? Why do I feel less confident than I should? Why do I feel like I've been stuck in the same place for years? Why do I feel disconnected from my own potential? Sometimes the answer is not one massive event. Sometimes it's the slow accumulation of choices that gave comfort but never gave growth. And then one day, something changes. You get tired of feeling weaker than you know you can be. You get tired of restarting. You get tired of wasting weekends. You get tired of making promises to yourself and not keeping them. And in that moment, you stop waiting for perfect timing. You stop waiting for next month. You stop waiting for another Monday. And you decide, I want my life back. That is where real change begins. Not with a huge speech, not with a dramatic transformation video, but with one honest decision, one clear decision, one powerful decision. I am done choosing what makes me weaker. And at first, it feels uncomfortable. Life feels quieter, more honest, less distracting. Because now, there is no escape between you and reality. But then something beautiful starts happening. Your mornings feel different. Your mind feels clearer. Your sleep gets deeper. Your body starts recovering. Your energy begins to return. And little by little, you begin to trust yourself again. That is the moment many people never forget. Not because everything becomes perfect, but because for the first time in a long time, they feel aligned. They feel present. They feel powerful. They feel honest. They feel like they are finally meeting the real version of themselves, not the distracted version, not the tired version, not the version that kept choosing short-term comfort. The real one. The stronger one. The calmer one. The focused one. the one that was always there, waiting underneath the noise. And here is the truth. You have not missed your chance. You are not too late. You are not stuck forever. If you are watching this right now, you still have time. Time to rebuild your clarity. Time to rebuild your discipline. Time to rebuild your self-respect. Time to become dangerous in the best possible way. You do not need another excuse. You do not need another delay. You do not need another habit that keeps stealing your energy. You need a decision. A clean one. A real one. A powerful one. Because the version of you you want is not created in one perfect moment. It is created in repeated choices. Day by day. Night by night. Week by week. And if you want a different life, you have to stop normalizing what keeps you small. You deserve more than temporary relief. You deserve clarity. You deserve momentum. You deserve confidence. You deserve a life that actually feels like yours. So if this is the moment you've been waiting for, take it. Not next week, not next month. Now. Because 5 years from today, you will either thank yourself or wish you started sooner. Choose the version of you that your future will be proud of.